The river's pretty high, but we're going anyway. The wind is in our favor. It's blowing out of the north, south, and of course we're headed south downstream here on the Susquehanna. So, but the wind is kind of swirling a little bit. So there might be the way the river kind of, you know, makes bends and stuff. There's going to be a few sections where we're probably paddling against some wind, but for the most part, I think the wind will help. I prefer no wind at all, but we got a pretty good current today because of the river being up. But you see over there little exposed spots of bank like that is what we're going to be eyeballing and hoping for. We may not sift anything, but we are fully equipped here. Got chest waders. Hopefully there's enough room left in the boat for me. But yeah, I got everything I need. I don't know if that's gonna crunch me or what. Yeah, I'm gonna get situated, and then I'll catch back up with you here on the water. I think I hear a raptor. Right down there somewhere, one of those trees right there. I think there's an eagle. I haven't been on the river in a while, so I don't know where the nests are. Last year, well, I mean, a lot of them are probably in the same spot. I definitely want to spend more time on the river. Listen to that thing. If I spot it, I'll cut back on. Oh, I think it's hawks, because look. One just came in. There it is right there. Oh man, I'm messing up here. Where is it? There it is. There it is. That's my max zoom. Is that the one making all that noise? I think. Cool. It would have been cooler if it was an eagle, but hawks are cool too. Alright, let's start looking. Let's start looking at these banks. I'm actually wearing these chest waders. It's not terribly hot. I got this scoop here with a nice terry towel in it to wipe stuff off. I got a plastic bag there for my phone when it's not on. I got the mount in case it gets real good, the monopod. I got the shovel and the AT Max. I got the sifter on the back. I got a thermos of coffee, and I got about 6-7 miles of river to look at. And then when I get that back to town, I'll call my wife and have her come pick me up. So let's see what we can see. Here's a little spot with some searchable area. Let's get out and do it. Well, it's not native, but it's the first find. See all this wash here? You'd imagine it would be right down in there. There's only a little bit of the base clay reveal here. It goes steep dirt, a little bit of clay, and tons of gravel. Sifting down in there and looking for fired rock or nutting stones and stuff in all these would probably be good. I don't even know that I'm actually on a native, you know, spot, but then again, kind of hard not to be around here. Is that a flake? Oh yeah. Is it? Or is it just like slate? Oh, that's a tiny little piece of worked river cobble. That's flint. And we just started walking it, so yeah, that's definitely a good sign. I got the rope, we're gonna drag the boat. I get up to that colonial contact era river ford that I found the half reel at. Counter-stamped half reel. You see what I see? Is that? No, that's not. I thought that was pottery. I guess it's just a fossil. I thought it was a piece of pottery sticking out. I was gonna say that's a real good sign. Yeah, it's just a fossil. But yeah, get up to that river ford spot. That counter-stamp one that's really nice. That freaking thing wasn't but an inch and a half down in the hard pan. I crap you not. Let me get a picture of that. Well, we started right up there. I didn't even look real hard. I'm kind of just, there's a guy right here weed whacking. I'm just kind of getting my groove on. I'm feeling these waders for the first time and monkeying around. We come up on this spot here. Let me get in situ pics and then I'll cut right back. I don't know if you can see anything down there. I don't think it's anything like bona fiable. I don't think it's an actual point, but there's some broke, beautiful material down there. And again, this is the first spot I said, oh, let's stop and look. So, hold on. Let me get them pics. Crapalula, that's a honking chunk of material. I'll try to keep you in frame today. If I keep it zoomed out, it's way easy to keep it in frame. Those are some honking flakes straight away, boys. That's a good sign for sure. I like to dry that off to show you. I don't like showing it to you wet. Points, I like showing a little bit of oil on them, brings out the character, but it's still wet, but oh, something stuck to it there. And let's grab that other piece. Hold on, let me find a I don't know if I want to have a flint pocket on these, do I? Probably cut them. I'll throw it in the boat. That looks like it could be like a base or something, doesn't it? Nice. Jeepers. I know it's rough videoing because it's, what is it? Little afternoon. The sun's directly overhead. Straight up there. Man, there's got to be goodness down in here, right? Sifton City in there. But it don't matter. This is a Sunday. You can see there's nobody. There's a access point. That's where my lady dropped me off. I showed you when we came in. There's nobody even there. And it's afternoon on a Sunday. So imagine this. My point is, imagine this place on a Monday morning. I'll have the river to myself all day long, literally. If I get past, I'll be surprised. What is that? Sorry again about the sun. Let's just pluck it. Oh, it's nothing. It's just a little flake. This is definitely native spot. Look at the color on that. This is real good, boys. Real good. Boys and girls. Just as I say that there's nobody out here, I thought I heard a boat banging around. Oh, there's another insulator. Cool. Let me set that down real quick. Freaking losing it already. Give that away. Make sure it's not chipped. If it's not chipped, I'll keep it. Not chipped. Still got some sharp ass wire on it though. Almost cut myself. Not quite. Man, that's almost a freaking point right there right away. That's exciting. Look at the amount of metal in here. Look at all those nails. That's something. They at least dumped metal here. That ain't all off a fence post. There's tons and tons of metal here. Look at all this. There's a bunch of nails dumped here or something. No, I won't detect here. This is all, look at that. That's all nails. Some of them are bent. Some of it's wire. Some of them are bent nails. You can tell were pulled out with the claw hammer. There's looks like fired rock up here higher on the bank. You can see coon scratch or something. I don't know if they made it. Maybe that's them jumping down. I'm not sure. That's definitely fired. Look how fractured and orange it is. Angry. See, yeah, see something side hills it up through there. Is that another piece? No. Alright, I'll cut back on at the next big flake or non-native find or hopefully the next full point. That's what we're looking for. Big chunk of pottery. Something freaking mind-blowing. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're going to find. We still haven't gone anywhere. Bridge is still right there. I just found that piece. Definitely a flake off something that ancient man was doing. That's a leaf. Look at that thing. A piece of that chocolate colored shirt. They used it to make stuff. I have a few broken blades. I have the better part of a blade made out of that stuff. It's amazing. You scroll back, you'll see it. I think it's the thumbnail for the video. I love finding beautifully colorful stuff with inclusions and all kinds of character. Most things around here are black or dark gray, made out of all these little river. It'll be made out of that or something, you know what I mean? They heat treat that and then made their points out of it. But either people coming in or just, you know, fancy people. Fancy man might have had some really nice colorful material that he made his stuff out of. Look at this here. Yellow spot. No, that's not even flint. Alright, well, I got high hopes, so there's no point in me just rambling and filming for no reason until there's a piece of flint. Not real pure stuff. I'll shut it off until I find something nice. I'm just excited. That's why I'm leaving it on, because the sign is so strong, so fast. These leaves are fooling me hard. They look the part big time here. It's the exact same color and like wetness as the flint. There's a nice little cobble. Alright, I've been saying I'm going to turn it off, right? Alright, here we go. Still haven't moved. There's a bolt right there. How the heck did I miss that? Look at that one. That's definitely a work piece. I think that's the edge. Holy crap. As crazy as it sounds, I want to get out of here. Because I want to go to the spots where I've already found good amounts of stuff washed out. We passed this up. That's not to say that it wasn't here and we just didn't see it. But it kind of is to say that I know there's places with way more than this. We've had some really hard rains. They didn't last long, but they were torrential while they lasted, and that is what really gets the erosion going. A little drizzle for days on end, that don't do too much. But when it's raining like you're standing in the shower for 25 minutes straight, that's when new stuff appears. But I haven't been out here in so long. Everything's new to me no matter what. The thing is, who else has been out here doing this? Pretty much nobody. I mean, there's fields that don't get hit by field walkers. And I know the river, everybody knows about it. But then again, this is a lot more involved than field walking. To do it right anyway, with any sort of success. There's the third one of those. Obviously, these are off the fence line that used to run through here. I'm going to try to get that wire off before I put it in the boat. There we go. Listen, you've seen how much freaking iron there was laying on the ground back there already. Me pitching this rusty wire ain't gonna hurt no. Not to mention, I didn't put it here. There we go. I can't be held responsible for the actions of others. That's for sure. Alright. That big rectangular rock. Alright, I'll turn it back on as soon as I find something else cool. Rock bottom with a rapid. Probably going to want to get out here a little bit more and then turn into it. Let's definitely turn into it. There we go. I should probably be holding the oar with both hands, but we're just kind of at the mercy here. We're going to shoot for that. It's going to kick us out right there, hopefully. I'm just going to steer a little bit. Yeah, it's really shallow. There's some big rocks in here too. That's the problem in here with, like, even when the river's high, you'd have with a jet. Just hitting big rocks that are just randomly placed. I didn't want to get hung up over there. That's dangerous, especially with chest waders on. Alright, we made it through the rapid. Looking for high banks. There's none here. This is kind of a low spot. There's not a, it's not built up. But right back down here we'll get on the high bank, and the spots that I know where Flint has been in the past. I mean, I could check that little spot right there. I probably should, but I'm not. You see the banks are starting to get higher already. Alright, I'll cut back. Just stopped by another undercut high bank here. Look at this. It actually goes in right there, and then it comes back out. It's concave there. It's washed in way bad from probably the last flood we had. Got up to about there and was just eroding right on that. Was walking along, found that cobble. Good pure material, broken apart. On that interesting white piece, I thought it was something worked. It's just another cobble. But I got to show you the bank here anyway. It's a lot steeper. I'll give you a, there's a 12 gauge or a 10 gauge. That's pretty big. I think it's a 12. I've just been finding a lot of 16s, so 12 looks big. 16s and 28 gauges used to be real popular back in the day. We're looking for fossils and cool rocks too, not just native, so I'll leave it on for a minute here. We'll go. I upgraded the Filmora plan, so we got 4K. Supposedly, I don't know. I don't think my internet's good enough to watch it in 4K anyway, so probably some critters living up in here. But yeah, I'm gonna walk back to there. Another flint cobble. I probably won't save any of this stuff here. I used to save all that flint cobble. I have bags and bags of it. It's nice stuff. If you had a little area around your house that was mulched out with nothing but that stuff, that'd be sick. Some kind of fungus. Little mushrooms growing up in there. Alright, I'm shutting it off. They've got little ones. I'm staying away. You want to talk high bank? Look at that. And you know, that's been a road. Before it was a road, it was probably a Native American, you know, walking trail. It's been a road since this area's been around. There's been people here since the 1750s, so they've been traveling that side of the river, right close to the river, since then. I mean, I know the Indians definitely had a trail along that. They definitely did. This side is the low side, with the fields and the you know, this is the floodplain over here. I was over here because I was looking in the muddy wash, just because you never know there. At least I have some exposed dirt. Over there it's just strictly gravel. You can see where the state came in, or the county, and built that all up after the floods. There's another spot right there where they did the same thing, and you can see there's a little extra erosion down on the edge right where those spots are that they had to build up because it all washed out. But yeah, those are some high banks. Anybody rolling through there on horse and buggy that, you know, would have pitched a bottle, obviously not right there, but in these woods and stuff, that's never been improved. That's all the original lay. So anything pitched is still there. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of getting over it. You figure a bottle that was pitched in the 1880s that's got nothing but dirt and debris over it from leaves and stuff, in time, that's probably no more than 1.5 feet down, foot down. Not even, maybe. You know what I mean? So, I mean, just walking those banks and putting some time in, get it. The potential is really good. I mean, it's just a matter of putting the time in. This is really grueling stuff for usually not a lot of reward. So, but anyways, we're still looking for more. It's dry now, so I'll show you again. That's a nice chunk. We gotta get up. We gotta get down there. First, we're gonna go down here, and there's something else I want to look at first, and then we gotta get around the bend, and we got a little ways to go before we get to that spot where I know there has been some good flake. So it's nice little float here, just taking it easy. I'm gonna give myself a tune up, do a little bug control, smoke out the bugs, and I'll get after this paddle. We'll get down there and we'll get down to business. I got some coffee I need to drink too. I'm a little too relaxed, to be honest with you. I gotta get coffeeed up, so let's do it. This is a tributary it's to the west of the main channel. Really peaceful down in here. Up there, I've been here before with the camera. Up there where there's an old mill. Bust that detector out at that river ford. It's coming up. That little rapid that you can see right there, that's where the river ford was. Or not the river ford, that's where the mill was. The mill dam. Right there. Too bad that's busted. Chicago. I'm still gonna keep it. I'm gonna put it in the boat right now. What, is it like a door on a stove or something? Or is it off of an implement? Like a side box or something? I'm not sure. It's not new, that's good material. Throw that in there. I'm gonna weigh this down a little bit, that's alright. Let's go back and look at this high bank cut here, see if we can see anything cool. Clean that lens up. Nice piece of pure flint that was just, it looks like it's been busted along there. Every time I come down this river, I know more than I did the previous time. And this area here is, like, I know where we are in relation to the road, and that's supposed to be big time native. And this is the back bank of it. Just got here. Those two cobbles. But I want to give you an idea of what the actual gravels look like that are coming out here. There's a lot of different cool looking stuff. That mill was right back up there. We just made it around the corner. Now I'm just showing you. I mean, we can look at the high bank itself, but wow, look at that. Never found a point here. I did find that, I guess it's called a hagstone. I don't know what that piece of metal is. Yeah. We definitely did some dumping here. Yeah, that hagstone came from this neck of the woods. It's one of my favorite native finds, so I've always had, well, always, for 2 years now, since I've been hunting native, I've had an affinity for this area here in particular. Mainly because of that find that came from here. It's easy for me to get to. It's right near my buddy's house, so I can launch from there. Almost ate shit there, these boots. And these cheap waders are nice, dude. I think they're like 45 bucks. I'm not a big proponent of buying Chinese stuff, but certain things you really got no choice. Even the super expensive, better quality stuff's made in China. So, I mean, for the price I paid for these, they got size 13 boots hooked to them, under 50 bucks. They got a nice waterproof pocket. See how they hold up. Let's see if I can wear them out. How about that? We can wear them out finding artifacts. What is that? Oh, I guess that's just the way it cracked. That's the way it cracked after it fell out, I guess. Holy crap, look at that. Banks are, I don't know, 15 feet high. From the water surface, probably more like 20. A lot of times you got to pull through here. You got to portage that. Like I said, the river's up. think there'd be more sign here than there is, just based on, well, I would think there'd be more sign here based on what I know of this spot, like I said. But there's just so much gravel, it's hard to make heads or tails of. I'm terrible at searching gravel. It's sensory overload for me. I can't handle it. I need dirt, then something to look at. You know, it can't just be all somethings to look at. I mean, how do you... I mean, I could be... Maybe I should learn it. I have a real hard time with this, and I don't like it, I'll be honest with you. But maybe I should learn it, because I could be walking over crazy amounts of points, you know what I mean? Look at that fossil in there. Almost time for another mosquito smoke out. Yeah, this is the where it starts to flatten out. I mean, like you say, it's just there's so much material. How many points are in this? Probably hundreds, right? It's a matter of finding them. And that ain't easy. Pretty much impossible without the sifter, at least. I guess that's the danger of walking through woods and stuff with these on, is ripping them, so I gotta go easy. Especially if I end up in a cornfield or something. There's a lot of cornfields that are right along this river that I have permission to go into, so. But, I mean, we're gonna be accessing them from the river, so it'll allow you to hit spots that you wouldn't really be able to hit with laneways and stuff unless you were willing to walk a long distance. But I don't have permission to take my quad on all that. I mean, I probably could, but a lot of guys don't like telling people they can, because then people see tracks and then they think you can go that way, you know what I mean? Anything off that train bed, if it ain't posted, it'll end up having clods on it. See that? Those big cobbles, if Indians never existed, I probably wouldn't have that looking just the way it does in my hand right now. Probably floated down. That's the problem with this area. It gets flooded out so much. I mean, this river can be roaring. It could be over our heads right now. It has been. Debris just floating down. A lot of like the peninsulas that stick out, you'll see tons and tons of logs just jammed down there. Alright, I'll cut back. Yeah, I know. I thought it was arrowheads too. Look at that. What did I get myself into? That's a third. It's broke. That's a 30s. McKee Glass Company. Unit, PA. Spread light. That's 1930s all day. Headlight off an old truck or something. Huh. Let me get up in there and see. See something right there. I don't know what it is. Give it a little scratch. The detection's not really panning out. I'll swing a little bit more on the water's edge of this old ford here. you would have jumped across here, somewhere in here, and then I don't know if you would have hugged that and gone up, because you can see where there's a lot, or if that's just different now. It's hard telling, not knowing. I do know that this was a ford. There's a road right down to it, an abandoned road, but it's private property up in there, and I don't want to go ask permission or anything, so I've just been hunting the edge here. And like I said, half reals have come out of here. It's just, you know, how many did they drop? You know what I mean? That a half rail was a lot of money back in the day. So and we're gonna keep going and look for more of that native. You can see way down there that we got some exposed dirt bank, so we're going right down there. We're getting close to the spot where I know there's at least flake. There's an old bottle, Aqua Shard, that came out of the bank. They had a big bubble in it. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're walking it. Just started seeing some sign here, I think. A little tiny flake there. There was something else. Oh yeah, there's a piece of fired rock right in there. See that? It's like a piece of broke apart sugar quartz. And you see where we are, right down here. The high bank goes way up there. We're right at the bottom. The problem here is the base clay is below the water, but you can still, you get the idea if you look hard enough. You can see stuff that hasn't washed out of the bank yet that's getting ready to, and then it'll fall down. So that's kind of what we're doing right here right now, and that's kind of why the metal detecting at the ford stunk too, because it's hard to swing with that current. It's usually a lot lower. Anytime I've hunted there, it's been lower. So all right, I'll cut back. We need an artifact bad. Is this an old grinding stone that's been turned into like 20 grit because it's been sitting down in the river forever? Or is this just a piece of concrete that had something square in it at one time? What do you think? I don't know. Look at, there's car parts galore. There's a whole car sticking out of the bank right there. 60s, so that's not really a great sign for dump digging. It is worth looking around a little bit. What the heck is that? Oh, there's a seatbelt. Was that a Chrysler product? No, furred. Alright, we're still meandering. We're getting closer to that spot where I don't know about that. I'm not gonna take it, but I know where it is. I'm sure it ain't going anywhere. Been there a long time. Yeah, there's a fork. Stainless. Unfortunately, how sweet would it be if I just bent over and picked up a... See, told you. How sweet would it be if I bent over and picked up a silver fork? That would have been awesome. I'm still psyched about that silver spoon. What is over here? There's more garbage over here. Yeah, see that concrete there is worn just like that would-be grinding wheel there. There's an electric fence broken. Look at that big sucker. I wonder if that's had something to do with native. ignition. This one here's a V-dub. See the frame? Beetle. See the high water? See that plastic lawn chair up there? That's what I'm talking about. The water was up there before. 2006 was crazy flooding here, and 2011. 6 was worse. That chair is probably from 11. Not fired, but I thought it could have been another. I found a lot of points in this field right up here. Right on the other side of this bank. Yeah, there's a piece of good quality flint right there. Yeah, look at the color on that. Can't really see it, it's so dark. I can see it with my eye, but I can't see it through the camera. There's another big chunk. Flint cobble. Yeah, this is a good spot. This wouldn't be a bad idea here to cut up into the hedgerow and sift in there. Old Zach Bird style, BYRD. They've been finding some really good stuff dry sifting. Like really good stuff. Stuff that's never been beat up by a plow. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, we're at that spot I had high hopes for. I just seen a snake. Took a still of it. Again, the water's higher. Last time we had wash all the way down to there, so. And most of the stuff was down in here, unfortunately. But we'll still see. We had a piece of pottery that was up high last time I was here. So. Look at all these little spiders. Holy crap. The shadows are not gonna be kind on this hunt, that's for sure. I'll look back this way with the camera. Oh, what happened here? The snake was right up in here, sunning himself. I don't know where he went. There's a little deer print. Leaf. Fossil. Flint cobble. Some kind of mushrooms. Somebody going down. Somebody going down the road on a quad. Back this way, there was a beaver in here. Just flushed it out. On my way down, I watched it swim right underneath the boat. Hopefully the beaver don't mind sharing his territory. Alright, this is where I found that orange blade fragment last time I was here, so keep your eyes peeled. This is the little spot that I was looking forward to. And up in the field there's corn and there's flake up in the field too. Huh, there's not any good signs sitting out. Seems like this is cut out and washed out down in here a lot more than it was last time I was here. See right there? That's about 3 foot down. Like I said, there's flake galore up there. 3 foot down is about as deep as plows would go, and bottom plows. And then bottom plows didn't get all the way to the bottom of a lot of the native spots around here. So that transition layer, that might be their old use layer. Like for the majority of their time here. I don't know. Whoa, we're going down. Yeah, it's a leaf. Nothing good, man. This clip's not even gonna make it. Wait, what is that? What is that hiding up in there? It's a grub. I only said that because that's the color of that freaking blade. Yeah, it's a grub. Some kind of bug. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, I don't know what else we got left to look at. Today might just be a bust. At least we had a nice float anyway. Alright. Beautiful day. I mean, I'm not complaining. I wanted to find a point. That was the plan. I'm getting used to these waders. This is the deepest I've been with them right here. They get really tight when you start walking in deep water, man. It's like a compression sock coming on. Imagine the beaver could bite right through these if it wanted to. No doubt about it. Apparently it didn't want to, but here we go. We're out of here. I might check this wash here one more time. This might have just turned everything around if it is what I think it is. Oh, yes. Oh, man. You know what that is, don't you? Let me get a still of this and we'll continue. Hold on. You guys. From up in there. Thank you, Great Spirits. That, I mean, I'm almost 100% positive, is a rim shard of a Native American vessel. Oh, yeah! Look at that, dude! Oh my God, I didn't think it had that. Holy shit! Yeah! See, I mentioned pottery here. I found good chunks here, nice ones. With the sifter, I was sifting and I was pulling pottery, but I've got some big chunks. I got some nice pieces of pottery that I'm proud to have found, but I do not have this big of a rim shard. Oh! Oh! Look at that! Damn, I just saw that snake, and didn't that look like a snake sticking out of the base clay? Yeah, yes! That is the day maker right there. That made this whole trip worth it. Thank you, Great Spirits. Let me try to get some beauty shots of that. Let me get it dabbed off. Look at that. That would have been a good sized vessel too. All the way, it would have been, you know, big ol'. Probably for fetching water, right? You could drink out of this Susquehanna back then. Unbelievable. I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad I looked again. I was just gonna jump in the boat. I'm like, you know, I'll give it another look and we'll see. Yes. All right. Great blue herring. Is that what that is? There's a well-used game trail right down in. I don't think that's beaver, but maybe. No, I don't think so. Something's got a bunch of corn brought out there. Like a little bed made there. That's crazy. All kinds of little slides from animals down into this thing. I've seen like probably 25 of them in just a short trip. This would be a trapper's dream, there's no doubt about it. Look at how much is built up in front of that pier. It's crazy. We better get paddling. Alright, she's coming to get me. The boat launch is just on the other side of that Route 17/86, whatever you want to call it, bridge. Hey, I'm happy with that pottery shard. I don't know if I'm going to just share that clip where I found the shard or if I'm going to put together a video. I didn't really find anything else, but I did get down the river and it's a beautiful day, so maybe I'll share. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm hatching plans for treasure. That's the objective here, is to find treasure, and that's what we're gonna do. I don't know exactly what's next, but we'll figure it out. Over and out.